Hello Mouses and welcome back to the Knob Mouse Show. We had to take a little break because I had to venture down south to go to a parliamentary assessment board, which for those of you who aren't familiar with the term, is what the Conservative Party uses to assess applicants who want to stand for Parliament as a Conservative MP. I'm hoping that I've passed, but it's going to take another 10 days at least before I actually know the results, so I've got my fingers crossed. While I've been away, there have been storms all over the country, and UKIP, as usual, are blaming it on tech gays. Now, I never actually knew that having gay sex could turn people into sorcerers, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because let's face it, if you could control the weather and have all kinds of powers like that, then I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have had to wait this long to get equal rights. Sticking with UKIP for the moment, it's good to see that Farage is trying to distance himself from his own party's manifesto from the 2010 election, which he argued wasn't actually anything to do with him since he'd stepped down as leader. Now, he may actually wish that were true, but let's face it, he stepped down for about 6 months because he wanted to run for Parliament, and when he lost, he went running straight back to the party. So the idea that he can back away from policies that apparently magically had turned up for that 6-month period and then disappeared is just silly. And it seems the public agrees because clips of Farage presenting the manifesto are all over the internet, and I've included a couple of links in the description bar below so that you can enjoy those too. But anyway, let's round off this show by actually talking about something that happened this week. We're going to stick with UKIP, however, because it's the clowns that keep on giving. One of their former members, Dimitri Marchesini, bought some space in the Telegraph so that he could have a rant at a Times columnist, which is what you do when you have too much money. Mr. Marchesini ranted almost incomprehensibly about gay people and how Putin isn't a bigot. Newsflash, he is. And then, oddly enough, he actually said something that I think we can all agree with. He said, and I quote, "What Ms. Pervez and many others cannot grasp is the fact that when our government made homosexuality legal, it did not make it moral." And you know what? He's right. The government has never legislated on the morality of homosexuality, and there's a very good reason for that. I'm sure you've already spotted it, but let's go through it anyway. I'm not here talking about how governments shouldn't legislate on morality, because we all know that there are many examples of legislation that comes from the heart rather than the head. Instead, I'm actually talking about the fact that there will be no reason to legislate on the morality of homosexuality because homosexuality in and of itself is not immoral. Just the same way that being straight is not in and of itself immoral. There's no morality associated with sexuality in and of itself. It's like suggesting that the government would have to legislate on the morality of going skiing. It's just ridiculous. So there you go. We've finally found something that a nut job from UKIP was ranting about that we can all agree with. It's a small thing, but it's a start. Anyway, that's all we've really got time for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this, and if you did, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so that they can see what's been going on in the world as well, and do subscribe for future videos because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching the Knob Mouse Show, and I'll see you tomorrow.